Hello friends, before getting into the topic, think about what is innovation. Even if you search on Google, you will find very varied and different definitions of this word. A few of these are application of novel and useful ideas, fundamental way in which companies add value to their customers, or implementation of creative ideas to generate some value. Though these are all good definitions, still none of them provide clarity and utility of innovation. A few important aspects which are must for defining innovation. These will be: first one, innovation is a process and it is not the end result. Two, a newness factor which must be present. Third, it must solve a meaningful problem. And fourth, it must create a value. Therefore, innovation can be defined as the process of creation, development, and implementation of a new product, service, or process which aims at improving the efficiency, effectiveness, or it provides a competitive advantage for the stakeholders. Having found out what innovation means, let us now look at the why, how, and what. These are the things we can use to develop our innovative mindset. As I have discussed in an earlier video on this channel about developing your skills, before you start to develop any skill, the first thing that you must have is a strong why for yourself. So, why should you be having an innovative mindset? Innovation, which is a buzzword in corporates, actually helps the organizations in creating and improving the existing processes, products, services, and create a world-class experience for the customers, the employees, as well as the audience. Innovation increases your chances to react positively to the changes which are happening around you, and it helps you discover new opportunities. You must keep in mind, nobody is born an innovative thinker. It is the experiences which help you mold your thinking so as to generate innovative ideas. There are so many benefits which you can get when you start developing an innovative mindset that it is worth the time and effort. The second aspect of developing a skill is to explore the how part. How is it that you can fulfill your why? Or how is it that you can develop an innovative mindset? Cultivating an innovative mindset that starts with you and it develops over a period of time. For an organization or a team to develop innovation, every single new idea should be encouraged and nurtured. To start it all, the first spark from that first innovator, which needs to be recognized and provided the fuel it requires to develop an innovative organizational culture. If you want your company or your team to be more innovative, you need to have the leaders who are innovative. These are the leaders who have the ability to convert these innovative ideas into assets, which help in transforming the business. To become an innovative leader, you must have the following characteristics in you as well as in your organization. First, you create an environment for your team where they get all the tools and the resources to challenge the status quo. Second, be a passionate person and hire passionate team members to build a high productive team where everyone is clear about their roles and responsibilities. 3. Valuing, building, and sustaining the network of people and the assets in the organization. 4. Empower your team members to be creative and develop their skills to move to the next level. 5th, you must be an effective change manager and you must know how to deal with resistance against your ideas. 6th, innovative thinkers know that customers don't always know what they require. So, these are a few characteristics which you must develop in order to develop an innovative mindset. The next thing that comes up is what can you do to develop an innovative mindset? To do that, there are a few things which you must try and work upon. These are the things which you should implement as a habit in your routine, daily routine. First one, innovators examine what others leave unexamined. Usually in organizations, the mental model of the people that converges over time. They read the same magazines and journals, attend similar meetings and seminars, and start to have similar thoughts after a while. In contrast, you must challenge the thinking based on whatever precedent you have. An example of doing this, it can be not to base your decisions or suggestions based on the available data. Instead, be curious, be inquisitive, and check the other details around the actionable task which you can consider for your business decisions. Second, do not spend too much time on speculating on what will work and what will not. Instead, focus on what's changing and what's gaining momentum. In today's dynamic scenario of the corporate, it's important to fail fast and move on with the learning. You have a new idea to increase the sales of your product. Plan out things and quickly execute. Do not wait to get all the information from all the markets and all the companies. Usually that will delay the movement. Though you will need to keep making alterations as your project progresses. Third, as a leader, you must observe your team members closely. Very closely, and over a period of time as well. Analyze the trends and then take action. Do not ask them what they want, as most of them will not have any ideas or any answer to that question of yours. Reflect on your analysis finding and implement the required alterations. Where is the time being spent fruitlessly? Where is the process becoming complex? Where in the process do we start treating our customers like numbers? For example, your team has been complaining about a process which requires a change in order to, as it is creating a bottleneck in the production process. You study the complete process and then take inputs from all the team members. Then you analyze 2 or 3 different approaches which you can take. Finally, you implement an approach which has not been tried before. And then it helps you bring down the production time as well as you take care of that team issue of the bottleneck in the production process. Fourth, have a comprehensive innovation dashboard. And that dashboard, a few of the metrics which it should include are: first one, input, money and time devoted to innovation or the number of ideas which are generated. Second, throughput, number of qualified ideas post screening and the movement time from the concept to the prototype to the reality. Third, output, number of innovations which are reaching the market, revenue percentage attributed to some innovative ideas. Fourth, competence, so training the manpower around innovation and changes in the quality of the ideas which are being generated by them. Next is the culture. How much does the organization's management process promote or prohibit the innovation? So it would be a little subjective. Next one is efficiency ratio. Outputs to inputs ratio, which are related to innovation. These are a few of the changes or the what's which will help you in developing an innovative mindset for yourself. Therefore, you must try and start implementing these to move in the desired direction. Develop and Grow provides you with business consulting which can help you develop your employees to start developing this skill. To know more, you can connect on the details given in the video description. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, share the learnings with all your contacts and stay glued in for more by subscribing and turning on all the notifications for your learning channel, Neel Kapoor. Thank you and all the best.